Welcome to the new JTrain Podcast. My co-hosts today are Greg Stone and Anthony DeVito. Go follow them both. They got social media. They got shows. Also, I got shows. I'm on the road. The Family Business Tour. If you have a parent who looks at you at 38 years old and is like, don't touch the subway, there's germs everywhere, then you're going to want to come to these shows. It's the Family Business Tour. It's an hour story about family, friends, love, life. You're going to love it. Bring out the group chat. Assemble the group chat.
Hunting a man or hunting a bear? I would say a bear.
Welcome to the new JTrain Podcast.
And
I'm Jared Freid. And that's how I wanted to start, with Greg asking me. I want you to come in, right, V? This is our new producer, V. I'm Jared Freid. Happy New Year.
Right.
Happy New Year.
Right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, America.
I am so excited to have you watching on YouTube or listening on podcasts to the new JTrain Podcast. It is a studio show. We are going to be, my co-host Anthony DeVito, Greg Stone, thank you for coming on. The whole idea here is fun.
Fun.
Okay?
I knew it was-
We're going to have fun.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to talk about killing a bear or a human with your bare hands.
Yeah.
We're
Don't
talk
get
about-
high.
We're going to... We are. I had no idea.
Don't get real high tonight, boy.
This was your big plan.
Yeah.
This was you've been planning this bit. I knew it. He's pulling out props minute one.
No.
For those listening at home, Greg just pulled out a vape pen.
Yeah, USB card.
That is not a USB card.
I got suck in that data.
Welcome to JTrain
so
Podcast.
many megabytes.
Okay, let me explain this show that is off the rails immediately.
And I'd like to get that back to the bear thing once
Yep,
you're done.
we
We'll
will.
get to the
Okay.
bear
All right, that's fine.
discussion.
I'm-
Okay. JTrain Podcast is going to be every Monday. It's an hour and a half-ish show. The last half hour is on Patreon. If you want to be a part of the end of this episode, you got to sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/Jared Freid. Now, every week I'm going to have co-hosts that are friends and, comedians, and all of their information is in the bio. So they have shows. You have shows, right? You guys are performing. What?
Not to nitpick too much. Do you notice how he paused before comedians?
I wasn't sure.
He said friend to you, and then paused and went, a guy.
Well,
And a guy.
you pulled out a vape pen.
Right, I'm a
minute
vapor.
one of my new show.
Yeah.
I invite you in my home.
I'm Big Daddy Vapes.
I bring you to New York City. Look at the skyline in the background.
You can't have Big Daddy Vapes on.
Big Daddy Vapes. Big Daddy Vapes is here.
TV?
You can't have the TV on.
Yeah,
dog.
you're right.
Yeah.
You
Wooga.
wrestle with Big Daddy Vapes?
You're gonna get the
You're gonna
vapes.
get the
Look
vapes.
at the vapes, man.
Big Daddy Vape gonna vape. I should have known.
Right.
We have segments. Every episode is built with segments. If you want to have, I've always been, you guys know this,
I know.
I like a user-generated podcast.
Totally.
I like when people when the peasants write in and
The
us,
losers.
the losers, as I call them off camera.
The Democrats.
That's, yeah.
Demons, bro. They're demons.
What direction are you going to go in?
Any
here?
direction, bro.
Okay. I like when the listeners can chime in. So every segment is going to have an element where you could send in your problem, your question, your
Right.
luxury lounge. We're going to do a segment. The first segment today is called Am I Crazy Dog?
Yep.
Because I want to know, am I crazy dog?
Yep.
Am I crazy dog?
Dog.
You tell me. These are my dogs. Right? Go to the dog pound to get an answer.
Woo, woo, woo.
Okay? Let's start it up.
Sorry.
So anything you want to be, if you want to send in your Am I Crazy Dog, send it to jtrainpodcast@gmail.com. jtrainpodcast@gmail.com. Greg Stone, how are you?
I'm the better. I've been the best.
You
Can I
can't
take
even
that
answer
again,
this
V?
question. Yeah, no, we're not doing retakes.
Are we?
Can we touch
Are
it?
we doing pickups?
Retakes?
Let me take that again.
You pulled out a vape pen in minute one.
Well, I thought that would be.
You just called the Democrats demons.
I love any political party.
Any.
Anything you like, and I'm talking about whoever I'm talking to, I like that.
Yeah.
That's who I'm on.
You're in.
Sell out for nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
You're good. Welcome
Very
to the
good.
show. Greg Stone, thank you for coming on. Anthony DeVito, thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks for having me. I'm great. If I could say my piece, and I
Yes,
don't love
say
the
it.
hypothetical, could a man beat up a bear, you know what I mean, whatever. But I think it is harder to hunt a man just because it makes you more queasy. You know what I mean?
Not
So
if
you're
a
saying-
psychopath.
Sure, of course.
Well, that's the whole point, is that you're a
Right.
if you are a psychopath, killing the man would be harder than
No, killing the bear is harder. Harder to find the man because he'll be better at hiding. But a normal man, you think you have a way better chance of killing a normal man than killing a normal bear,
Yeah, I think so.
right? Bear's got claws.
No, I think the bear is easier. You can set traps.
You can set traps for a man easy.
But they're different kind of traps.
Right.
Sexual traps. I said sexual traps, bro.
Give us one of your
us- yeah,
sexual
please.
traps.
I-
It's a rope.
Do explain.
So it's you know how they have the rope on the foot and you fly to the air?
Sure. Yeah.
It's that, but it flings you into a hole and it's a bunch of sexual toys, dildos and what's. And I go, which do you like? No pressure.
So you offer it to them.
I offer it to them. I'm no sexual freak. You know, I'm a man of consent.
Yes.
But the trap is the fun part. But
Okay.
then when they're trapped, I go, hey, you're cool, right?
None of this sounds murderous. That's the problem. You're offering them just pleasure.
Yes, it's a sexual trap.
Oh.
And I am into consent. I trap people into a great night.
Welcome to the JTrain Podcast. We're here we're keeping that in. Okay, people need to know the real Greg Stone. Okay, let's get into the first segment. Am I crazy, dog?
Love it.
Am I crazy, dog? I'm gonna bring up. Thank you, my dogs.
Yeah, sorry.
Am I?
Guy refuses to bark.
Take it again.
Yeah. Why won't you bark? That's crazy.
like a
That's
little
you
girly
made a
dog.
decision. That's the dog you went with.
That's the one who lives downstairs, and if I could just chuck that thing out the window, I would. I didn't want to say that.
Here's the part.
didn't want to say
I'm
that.
going to ask you. This is no edits. No edits podcast. That's the
Dying.
name of this episode.
Oh, God.
JTrain Podcast. Welcome to the show. No edits. Okay. The real Greg Stone.
Oh, God. Just say anything.
Okay. Here's the segment. I'm going to ask you.
No career.
Yeah,
Yeah, right? Sorry.
cancel you and put you on the JTrain Podcast. Okay. So this is the segment where people can write in with their scenario. And have you ever been in that scenario where you go, am I crazy for being annoyed? So this is where I'm asking.
Of course.
Yeah.
I have the Selfhelp podcast has messaged me many times.
Right.
Okay? And it's this woman, and she keeps tagging. I'm going to show you the Selfhelp podcast. Look at her profile. This is her profile. Okay. It's this like older Jewish woman. I don't want to go on a self-help podcast. I don't know. I don't want to go into the
Right.
everyday horrors in my head. I'm a comedian. I'm looking to have fun. I'm looking to talk about whether we'd kill a human or a bear. Then look at the things on her page. Look at the videos. You need to see. Is it okay to be depressed? These are the videos.
But is it?
Maybe you should go. It's okay to be depressed. Do we need mental health reality shows?
No.
Like, in what world would you want to go on this podcast?
I mean, I would go on out of curiosity.
Right.
You know?
I'll do anything for anything.
What was Jonathan's life like before heart stroke? These are the These are the fun clips that they're at. I'm just saying. I saw a message from this. I looked at the profile. I said, "Not the podcast for me."
Oh,
Sure.
okay, yeah. She messaged
She
you.
messaged me.
I see.
I'm not like finding a random Jewish woman to like harass.
Okay, there we go. All right.
So-
She wants you to do the podcast.
She wants me to come on the podcast.
Yes.
I politely deleted the message.
Right.
Okay.
This is for months. A couple times she's asked.
Yeah.
Deleted.
Yeah.
No answer.
Yeah.
I saw the profile. I said, this doesn't look like I am going to be funny on
Right.
this podcast.
Oh,
I
I
don't want to
see.
go on.
She wants to get to the bottom of Jared.
Right.
Right,
I mean, look at her bio says story chaser.
She's shooting her shot.
Yeah, to get inside my brain to
Yes.
see how fucked up I am in a
Yeah.
public forum that's
Breaks
taped.
you, and then she gets your listeners. It's if you could break them, you take
Right.
them.
Well, that if you break, that's her whole motto.
Yeah,
break them, you
and
take them. Now, since her messages, she has tagged me in her stories literally every other day. Here's the story she tagged me in today.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. This
Why am I tagged in this?
and his morning routine.
Cool.
Okay. This is it. He is loving his new pillow. You just woke up.
She won though. You're talking about her on this podcast.
Right. She
Yeah,
got the
she's
plug
the
she
first
wanted.
segment.
4D
Yeah.
chess.
Opening segment of the new JTrain
The
podcast.
Opening segment,
Well,
man.
should I? Am I crazy, dog? That this every day I am tagged in the most random sad video of a dog sleeping on his new blanket.
Yeah.
I'm being harassed.
Yep.
By this self-help person. In what way? And then I have to go to their page and see, is it okay to shit your pants in public? Like, I have to see her new videos that are seemingly sadder and sadder every day.
I do love that when that question is posed, like, is it okay to cry at a Mets game? You know what I mean? Like, when it's sort of posed like that. I do love that. I will say, why don't you got to do this back to her. Every morning,
Tag
you should
her.
tag her in your morning routine or your Buster's morning routine.
Yeah.
I don't have a buster.
You get a dog.
I get a
from
dog
Party-
for
yeah.
this big.
You get a
Yep.
fake dog from Party City or whatever. You put it on a pillow. You make up a morning routine, and it's kind of a fun fake thing that you have with this woman.
When's enough?
Now.
How many
The
days in
grave.
a row? So until I die, until she passes, which
Until
is
you
more
die or
likely.
get bored of the bit. That's what I would say, honestly.
This is crazy. It's called the Coming from the Heart podcast.
I do love the idea of a story chaser.
The story chase.
Like,
Yeah,
we
she's
all-
chasing my sad. She
Yeah.
only wants me to say horrific things on her podcast.
We all know that
Yes.
person.
Right.
Where they're just like, I've met you, Greg, but who's the real Greg?
Right.
You know?
Is there anyone more annoying in the entire world?
And then you're like, well, I don't know. I was 14 when my mom died, and you go, okay, well, how'd that make you feel? How do you think it made you feel?
Right.
I was overjoyed.
And then
never been
it's
so-
never enough.
I've never been so hard in my life, Greg was going to say, but then lost faith halfway through.
I did. I lost faith.
You wanted an erection, Joe.
Yeah, I
Yeah?
did, and I went for it. And I got to be honest, in the beginning, I was high on now I'm on the way down. Where
Why? What happened? You didn't
I
like that we disagreed with you, the man versus
I
bear.
said some things about the Democrats I didn't like.
You actually said nothing.
You said nothing.
Yeah.
If anything, you made me out to be some Republican donor. If I'm gonna be perfectly honest,
You're GOP Jared.
Right, that's
GOP.
Don't reveal. This is the first JTrain.
Yeah, you're not.
No, man, come back to us, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big Daddy
come on,
Vapes.
Big Daddy
Yeah,
Vapes.
Who let the dogs out?
Ooh, let the dog out.
I'm
Yes,
back.
welcome
Who let 'em
back.
back?
Good.
Am I being crazy, dog?
No, that'd be wild. That'd be.
Change your accent.
Is that an accent?
That'd be wild.
Oh boy.
That's Big Daddy Vapes talking.
Big Daddy. That's the man in my head.
Yeah. Okay, that'd
Let
be
me
wild.
be who I am,
Be you.
and who I am may be interpreted as another race.
I didn't.
I didn't say that. Don't interpret it. You gotta cut that out.
Greg is like a fortune teller who, when the voices speak through him,
Right.
the voice is always like a 60-year-old black guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy. Then there's Nathan Lane, and there's one kid just
Do
going.
Nathan Lane.
Well, he's hello. That's who I am. I'm a song and dance man.
If you're watching on YouTube, you saw a great shoulder shimmy out of Greg.
Inside of my soul is a wild Miami gay man.
Okay, now let's go to my second. Am I crazy? Dog?
I know, it's just
Okay?
so funny. He pivoted so smooth.
It was
funny.
smooth.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
a great host.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a DM from a lady.
Sure.
Okay.
Right.
I get these from time to time.
Right.
Okay, let's bring up the DM. I'll read it to you. Am I crazy that so I posted something about someone trying to set me up on a date.
Right.
Okay. So then this girl comes in hot. We have a backlog of DMs where she's asked if I was single before. I see her little picture. She's cute. I normally do not respond to these, if I'm to be honest.
Yeah.
It's usually a heart or whatever, or I leave it. This scenario, I'm feeling frisky.
Oh,
Sure.
nice.
She's cute.
Yeah.
She's got a Jewish last name. Let's go. Okay, so she writes, how about just straight up asking you out? And I wrote back, it's a good idea.
It's a good
Now
idea.
we're playing.
Right.
Now we're, come on.
But a lot of things are good ideas. Like the Hindenburg was a good idea. But then, of course,
This is fair. This is a fair. Yeah, I would say any dating scenario is a good idea at the onset.
Yes.
I would say that then when you break up, you go, that wasn't such a good idea. Yeah.
bad on paper. Good
Right.
on paper, bad in play.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
It's a
So
good idea.
you don't good flirty
Sure, I like it.
response. You like it? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So then she writes, let's grab a drink next time you're in LA.
Right.
So I wrote, I'll be there in May.
Right?
I think that's
This is
pretty
good.
innocent, nice.
All right.
I guess May it is then. Let me know if you make it out there before then. I heart it. End of conversation.
Sure.
Good interaction.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
Crazy.
I get a message.
Sorry, I overread. I read quick.
Yeah,
You can't go too far ahead, V.
Sorry,
On our table of props, can we get a straitjacket? That's crazy.
Tie me up.
This is more me.
Okay. Okay, so last night I get a message, and this is where I'm turned off, and I'm wondering if I'm crazy dog because I got turned off.
Right.
My friend just invited me to come to New York for New Year's Eve. Are you in town? Okay. Which, that's fine. Good. I'm in New York. Maybe I'm here.
Sure.
I wrote back, I'll be in San Diego that weekend, then going to Miami, because I'm going to Miami for New Year's Eve.
Right.
Okay, we missed each other. 2 ships passing in the night.
Right.
She writes back,
Oh my God, I'm scared.
sounds like your loss.
Ah, come on. Yeah.
We're 3 dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Finally.
Too much?
Oh no, Pickles, calm down.
All right, easy. We're 3 dogs.
Yeah,
No, that
3
was
dogs.
that was a good amount of dog, especially for this
Yeah.
dog-like interaction.
Right.
I saw that and I was like, you came to me. I played with you.
Right.
Your loss.
Right.
Am I right to be annoyed?
You're not wrong to be annoyed. Can I say one more thing about the dog?
Sure.
Yes, please.
All right. So like at a concert, like where someone would go, where my dog's at?
Right.
And everybody
Right.
barks. I would love for them to go, and now just the Pomeranians. Now the terriers.
Shih Tzus.
Yes.
Make some noise if you think you're a Shih Tzu.
Anyway.
It's like when they play, they're like, little clap, little clap. Okay, we're going to get the fire started. Now, big clap, and then, little dog,
Make some noise
big
if
dog.
you're a Labradoodle. No allergies.
Did I have one more thing, and then can I?
Please.
We gotta go, dude.
Big Daddy vapes. He's got a big vape appointment after this. He's gotta go.
I just imagine Greg go, we got to go do, then jumping out the window. Swan dive.
Parachutes away.
Right. Flying squirrel, wings come out.
The idea of Greg slowly out the window, falls out of frame, parachutes up, glides down the window, giving us the middle finger with his sunglasses on, at frame.
Vape in mouth.
Would be the best thing that's probably happened in podcast
He
history.
does Super Mario 3 with the tail. He's got that costume on.
Somehow he's playing music.
Yeah.
Superman, that bitch. Anyway.
I don't know if any of this is listenable yet, but we're
fine.
trying.
I
Okay.
know. I mean, I'm having a good time.
No, I think the listeners are as
The
well.
woman is laughing.
Greg.
Sorry.
Okay,
When the
Greg,
woman earns
need a
her
little
keep-
less dog in you. Gotta go back to Pomeranian.
Maybe put the dog back
The
in the cage.
woman.
She laughs at everything.
here's
It's
the
hard
thing.
not to-
Listen,
The woman
we-
earns her keep, she earns her name. And that's how I was raised.
Yes.
that limerick, I don't know how offensive it is. I don't know how offensive. Whatever that
These are back. Men
What
are
up,
back.
baby?
The podcast.
new name of the podcast, Men Are Back. Put it across
Men
the
Are Back.
screen. Men Are Back.
Not a bad idea.
It's
The
not a
idea-
bad idea.
The idea of a podcast called Men Are Back, and it's set in the 1950s.
Yes.
And we're
Martinis.
Yeah.
We're referring to women as toots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Getting a
yeah,
haircut
yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
What?
We're just getting haircuts.
Yeah.
The whole time. A little more off the top.
The haircuts. Men Are Back.
That'll be all, Roger.
Men are back. Yeah.
If the segments are all like, oh, when's a good time for some broad to cook a roast?
When the boss is coming over. But of course, don't ruin my promotion, Nancy.
So I
Okay.
wanted to get it. Can I tell a brief story?
Tell it.
Please, no,
All right,
we're
and then we'll get back to
okay.
your loss.
Let's
People are
table
probably
Am I
mad.
Crazy Dog.
People are probably mad at home, but the real,
How about
OG
you tell me if I'm crazy or not, and then we'll get to your story.
That's great.
Okay.
Okay, great job.
Go for I am a
You're
professional.
not crazy dog. At all.
Right. That would annoy you too.
It would annoy me just because it was such. I honestly, the ball was ping ponging so much that I was like, I think you should see this girl.
Right,
You
like,
know,
where
It
it's
seemed like
fun,
You're in
flirty.
the same wave, and then
Right.
when she goes to your loss, it's a different element. I know that element of flirt.
Right.
I don't like that.
She's
flirt.
perching herself above me at
Yeah.
that point. We were even. We
Yes.
were playing tennis.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
Then she slammed on me.
Yes.
That's what it felt like. It's
Yes.
like you're rallying with someone and then someone all goes, "Fuck you, bitch," and slams the tennis ball in your face. And you go, "I thought we were rallying."
Yeah.
I have such a great explanation for this when you guys are ready.
Go ahead. Now you choose. Now you choose to respect the conversation and what's going on in here.
Insane passive aggressive way
Yeah.
to enter into a conversation.
Yeah, what were you going to say? No?
That's what a Jewish mother would do to get into the fold.
Put this on. Put on the passive
Not
aggressive
with what's happening
Put on the passive
today.
aggressive hat. Put on the passive aggressive hat. You're wearing it. Okay.
How am I not going to do the voice? You tell me how I'm not going to do the voice. You set me up.
I'll give you the permission.
You look like one of the Blues Brothers, but he's always like, fellas, can we do half an Aguila?
When are we gonna play Have an Aguila? Yeah. It's a lot of yeah.
They're a terrorist organization.
Oh God! No. Keep that in. Take off the hat. Take off the hat. You offended my grandmother.
The woman.
Well, you don't know who I was talking
Can
about.
we edit that out?
No, we're keeping.
You don't know what side I was speaking of. I will not take points on the Middle East. I can't. Okay. Anyway.
Stop talking about it.
I can't.
You asked us
like a
to stop
problem.
the
Yeah,
I told you don't put that hat on me.
What was your point?
I knew what was going to happen. I knew where we were going to go.
Here, let me switch up. Put on this hat. If you're not watching on YouTube, you missed out the
Now I look like Steven Spielberg.
You do look like you're directing a movie in New York. You do. No, you look like you're directing a Law and Order episode in New York. It was like, I love this city. I love the tax breaks.
They're like, we couldn't get Spielberg, but do you know his brother directs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg
Now.
Spielberg.
Can we take?
Okay.
Can we be serious?
If you do prayer hands one more time, I'm going to throw you out the window. And I hope your raccoon suit works.
Now, I don't want to blow you up a little, right? Because
Blow it
to
up.
me, you're
Get
a
me-
nobody. But to her,
Whoa!
To him.
just to me,
Just to him.
just to me.
Okay.
But to
okay.
this woman,
Right.
listens to your podcast. She knows you.
Right.
She like, wow, Jared.
Big time. He's gotten
big
back to
time. He got back to you.
Right.
So yes, you are playing tennis, but she's also you're playing basketball. But she, as a no one, because you don't know who she is.
Yeah, she is a nobody.
She's a nobody. Is playing against.
I'm kidding.
No, but you don't know who she is. You don't know anything about her. You don't know the great
you're
characteristics.
Right. You're right.
She's barely worthy of the breath
She's
in her lungs.
playing.
As Anthony's mother once said, earn your keep because you're not worthy of the breath of your lungs.
It's on her tombstone.
Yeah.
Let me answer this. Let me
Please.
ask you a question. If you were playing a basketball game against Michael Jordan, wouldn't you try to dunk on him once? Right?
I don't think I would.
Just so you could tell people, I fucking jammed on Michael fucking Jordan.
I guess I would. I guess I
get
would.
what you're saying.
I understand. You're
But let me
saying.
get back to my point.
Sure.
When you're done.
But I guess what you're saying
I've got the clock.
is that she feels a need to take me down a peg because she's like wondering,
Not
like,
exactly.
is he not taking me seriously as a sparring partner?
You playing her, you win, doesn't matter. You lose, doesn't matter. You know who she is.
Right.
But if she wins, she gets
Glory.
Michael Jordan. You got Michael Jordan. You're like she
Right.
knows who you are. She knows everything.
She has the story.
So
Well, that's the
she's-
reason to never get back to a DM as me, Michael Jared. Michael Jared.
Yes, Michael
Michael
Jared.
Jared.
Yeah.
She's playing her heart out right now.
Right.
Now I say that sounds like you're lost. That's not her trying to be a dig. That's her trying to just stay dribbling, try playing.
Right.
Why did it go from the New Year's to I'll be there in May to New Year's? May, he'll forget about me in May. I got to make this happen soon.
I got to make an impression.
I got
If
to
he's not
bang this guy
there,
quick.
I got to shake
May?
him up.
Yes. Let me get there soon.
I like that we went. That it was, we have one. You're not crazy dog, and you're a little bit more on the. You're being a little crazy dog.
I don't think you're being crazy. I think you're being unempathetic and a piece of shit.
Listen, if you have a Am I Crazy Dog, send it to jtrainpodcast@gmail.com. Let's go to Would You Rather. It is New Year's Day. So this came out New Year's Day. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Are you guys, what do you guys do on New Year's? Anything for New Year's Eve? Greg, 2 kids?
Yeah, I think I'm going through a divorce. So probably gonna be dealing with that. Well, it's the future. I don't know what happens.
Well,
I'm just saying worst possible case scenario. In the
and the
future, my wife wants
divorce
to
is
leave
going
me.
through on New Year's Eve. You're in a court.
New year, new husband.
There's
That's what she said.
streamers up everywhere. 11:30. They're like, we have to decide on this divorce settlement.
She said-
who gets the kids?
I do love the litigators with hats on.
Yes.
It's gonna be a late one. My wife says, I really want to go the New Year without you. And I thought she was gonna say, I was like, oh, what do you want to do for New Year's? I was like, I'm gonna lose weight. And she was like, I'm gonna lose You, man,
It was so
you made macaroni and cheese for dinner last night. You thought that was that's a side.
Where did
So
That's the best thing I can make. I don't cook.
was this?
I
Oh,
see.
you made mac and
I
cheese.
see, I see,
I
I see.
thought you were getting mad at your
No, she
wife
said,
for
"Can
making
you
mac and
handle
cheese.
dinner tonight?" And I went,
And you
"Ah."
made mac and cheese for
And I
dinner.
made macaroni and cheese.
Was it baked?
It was from the bottom. It was just. I don't know how to cook. It was that or peanut butter and jelly, and I'll put that in the microwave to heat it up. As a hot
Anthony,
meal.
Anthony, you ask your significant other to make dinner tonight.
Sure.
And they make Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the relationship?
I feel fine. It's like a little bit of a throwback. I feel like we're dating in college, and I feel there's like a youthfulness to that maybe I don't know. It takes me back a little bit. It's one
There's
of those
nostalgia
foods,
to it.
Yeah, it's one of those foods I had so much. I feel like in my early 20s that there's a nostalgia attached to Kraft mac and cheese.
I'm with Greg's original point. It's
Sure.
a side. This is horrific. Where's the main? Where's the protein? Have you given up on this marriage? We have children. Are we trying to depress them?
It also took me 2
Yeah.
There's no
hours.
green. Where's the greens? Like this wasn't even like on
Yeah,
a
sure,
plate.
sure,
It's
sure.
just a
Yeah.
golden pile. Like, isn't this sad?
And I put too much milk, so it was kind of like cereal. It wasn't great.
Too much milk. I've never been more depressed.
I
Okay,
have
so
my
New
strengths.
Year's Eve. What are your strengths?
Funny. I'm tall. I get all the heavy things.
You're not that tall.
You're not that tall,
Compared
not
to my
that
wife?
funny.
I was 5'2".
Okay.
Yeah, all
okay.
right, yeah.
Would you rather New Year's Eve,
Sure.
New Year's Eve celebration edition? You ready? Would you rather invited to Times Square? Okay, you have to go to Times Square,
Sure.
or you have to go to a small gathering where there'll be no alcohol, and it's actually your intervention for something.
Oh shit.
So it's like,
For something.
so you have to go to an intervention for you or Times Square New Year's.
You know what? This is actually, when I originally read this, I was like, I don't know, this is an easy one. But now that I'm really thinking about it, because Times Square sucks.
Sucks.
Anything
You
but
have to,
Times Square.
People literally go in Times Square and they pee their pants to not lose their spot.
But small gathering, I like to see friends.
We intervene about your marriage. We go, we think you're not treating Tina right.
Let me tell you this: you get a small gathering of
Yeah.
people
You didn't even
there
catch
just to talk about me.
It's your.
You didn't even
I
catch
couldn't
it.
be happier.
He didn't even
yeah.
catch that. He didn't even catch.
What, my marriage is failing?
He got so excited about a small gathering get together to give him attention. He couldn't hear anything you said.
I don't care what they're
Jared
talking
said,
about.
Right.
Jared said the word Tina about 14 times.
17 times.
Greg lost himself in space.
Well, yes.
About this idea.
Well, because let me say this.
Yeah,
and
please.
even you're saying it. I'm still not hearing it. the small gathering. They all
Yeah.
get together and they're all like, "Your marriage is failing," and I'm like, "You're all here for me."
Right.
I couldn't
Yeah.
Okay.
be
Yeah.
happier.
And there's a bathroom.
And there's a bathroom.
Food,
Yeah.
assuming.
No one's drunk, so not bother me. I'm King Vapes. You know I'm hitting that in the bathroom.
Right.
They're like,
Where's
we're actually
Greg?
here to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Well,
We're here to talk to you about marriage. I'll be back. Is he vaping during the intervention about his marriage? Does he care at all?
What do you think the lowest intervention has been? Like, has there been an intervention where they go, we're all here, we don't think you're an alcoholic, we just think you vape too much and bring up the Middle East. Those are just, and we know it's super specific.
I
definitely happened.
think there's got to be interventions for I think there should be more interventions.
Yeah, I agree.
Like just even little stuff to keep people regular. Like not like, and I don't think they should
Yes.
end the friendship. It should just
No.
be like warnings. Like, hey,
Yes.
we were all talking. You are bad at a group dinner. You
Right, yeah, yeah.
you don't take out your credit card. You're always paying in cash. Like, wouldn't that be a good intervention for a friend?
But
We've all discussed it.
Is bringing
This
cash
is
a problem? You just
Yeah.
said that? Really? I always bring cash.
to a group dinner.
Yeah, so that I can get enough just so I make it perfect. Credit
Perfect.
cards?
Throw a card in the middle.
I don't know. I don't trust these people with my card.
Who's these people?
How much money I have in my bank account.
Oh,
The people with the dollars in the account.
you bailed
I
on
don't trust
that
that they'll
one.
be there. I don't trust.
I thought you were going to put on the Jewish hat. I was going to say, I don't like where this direction's going.
I always just have so much cash.
What would be the great intervention that you guys would want to have? Would you have an intervention for a friend?
Yeah, I would say you're bringing up things from TikTok too much, like news. You know what I mean? You're bringing up worldly solutions that you learned on TikTok too much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We've all been talking.
Yes.
You think you profess knowledge in subjects via a woman you follow in Arizona who gives hot tips on how to clean their bathroom, and I need you to stop doing this to me.
I'm getting too many links.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't need to know how to do, a mac and cheese with more milk so it looks like cereal.
Yeah. I would, and my second intervention, I would go, you're bringing up how Marvel movies are for children when they're actually not too much.
Isn't that Greg's point?
Yeah.
Is this his intervention?
And he brings it up too much.
Wait, you think that they're for children and not adults?
No. First of all, I thought what Anthony was saying was that he was agreeing that Marvel movies are for everybody and not just for children. And children can't handle heavy-handed. They should have these they should listen. Batman the Animated Series was a great dark show that probably was for adults.
This is what I mean. This is what...
Okay, here's another New Year's Eve would you rather. Okay, here you got to make a decision.
You'll never get another one.
I disagree with Greg, by the way. They're kids' movies. Keep them kids' movies.
I think they're primarily for children. I think
I watched the second
It's
Star Wars
a
last night.
genre.
And
A
or
movie can be for kids, and then some can be for adults.
my only thing is we don't give kids the space to weigh in on our shit. Do you know what I mean? Like some disgruntled toddler who's like, I didn't like the clown. I thought it was War Wing.
right.
Yeah.
It's a good point. It isn't fair.
No offense, you guys don't have kids. They are doing that. They're literally a kid. I broke the mic. A little kid is gonna just kind of be like,
Face it up. Is he okay?
I don't like chicken cutlets. Shut up, dude. I don't know how to make cutlets.
Greg,
Eat your milk-filled mac and cheese
Right.
and shut up. And it's not a side.
Greg,
It's subcultures.
Yeah.
you paint a picture
Yeah.
of how parenting is going.
Yeah.
That is pretty bleak, I gotta say.
Well, all you really gotta do.
Shut up, dude. Dude, you gotta write a parenting book called "Shut Up, Dude."
I'll hit you. That's what I tell them. I go, I'll hit you. I'll hit you right in the face.
The cameras are rolling.
Yeah, and so is my fist.
Okay.
I will say one thing. We talk,
Okay, would you rather nightclub with a table and bottle service, or a bar you paid $100 to get into, low shelf alcohol included, only one bar stool to share amongst you and your friends? So you're in for it's either high-end nightclub couches, the bottle with the sparkler,
Sure.
or low-end $100, you're in, no chairs. Well,
Is money a thing? Are you paying?
you're gonna have to split it up at the end. You're paying.
Well, I can't even go for either of these.
Greg opts for mac and cheese with too much milk. 3, 2, 1. He puts the mac and cheese to his mouth.
There's a lot of Patreon subscribers.
He looks down to a stack of divorce papers. Some cheese gets on there.
Okay.
The lawyers have to ring it off.
I'm going
Go ahead.
$100.
$100
You're
bucks.
in. I'm getting drunk. I'm leaving the minute I'm drunk. I'm eating $5 pizza. I'm out. I don't have to deal with the table, the bottle service, the sparklers. What do I owe? You have to agree to it before you even see a menu.
Yes.
I don't know anything about that.
Here's the thing about that, and it seems to me it seems cheaper on paper, but the reality is that bar is so crowded. You're not getting your $100 worth because you can't get to a drink. Any time I've ever been out on New Year's, when it was that scenario, honestly, it was I got 2 well whiskeys, and it was a lot of pre-gaming, so it wasn't worth it.
Right.
I'd rather. And I never, nothing ever happened ever in those nights, it was never like the
bottles
hey,
popping.
Who are you next to me at the bar? You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you're making out. Right. I never once had that moment.
Yeah, you're right.
But with I think you're giving yourself a chance to more have where the night could take me with the bottle service, and I think you go, we're going out. Let's go out.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean? Let's do it. Yeah.
You might have changed my mind. Couples party.
I guess I'll just pass on this one.
You said I wouldn't go.
Mac and cheese alone at home.
My bad. Hands
Divorce.
up. Hands up. I was wrong.
Couples party where you're single, or singles party where you're in a couple.
Okay.
I have to actually have a
Couples
divorce
party
for this
where
one.
you're the single one.
I have to write my wife out of my life for this question.
It's funny.
Yeah.
And that makes it whoa, do I want to be single again?
Right.
Man, I wouldn't
Couples
have these
party,
kids.
everyone's talking about their kids' shit, and you're single.
Oh man.
Or singles party, everyone's talking about fucking, and you're there. with your
that.
wife.
I like that more.
You're with your wife with everyone else single.
Yeah, because I get more turned on in those moments.
Oh, so
You know?
you think
Yeah.
the energy of
Yeah.
the singles night,
Yes.
you bring that home, you bottle it,
Yes.
you go home with your wife.
Yeah.
Now we're having
Yes.
good sex with someone I'm comfortable with.
Also, too, my wife sees me talking to other people. Like, this happens, I will say this happens in my marriage where my wife just sees me at home and she goes, I hate that guy.
Right.
You know,
You're
not-
fuddy-duddy home
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
Yes,
like,
yes,
she
yes.
sees me sort of at, like, my least attractive
Yes.
at home. So maybe some, like, she feels safe. She feels like this is the man I married.
Right.
But she doesn't want to fuck this guy.
Right.
But when we're out, she sees me as just a guy again in the world. And when she
Interesting.
sees that, that translates to usually we have sex 3 weeks later.
That's a more fun though
Yeah.
scenario than you're the one single guy and all the couple. Like I
hate
see all
that.
the couples, I may never have random sex again.
Right, right.
I'm like, my God, my life is worth nothing.
Yes.
These are all people have love.
100%.
You're right. You are energized in that scenario. I
Yes.
like that. Greg?
Thank you. So, singles party where you are in the couple is my life now, right? I go to a lot of singles parties where I'm the only couple there, and I love that. That's a great time. But couples party where I'm single means I'm entering into a universe that is completely different than the one I live in now.
Sure.
Where I'm for one day, I'm single to know what that's like. Did I like it? Did I hate it? Is this a thing? You know, and then I'm trying to break up couples to see if I could get with a married woman.
Fun.
I'm a whole other animal.
Crazy that that's who you become when you're single.
Well, it's a fantasy world where
Right.
I'm no longer myself. I could be anything. You know, I could be wearing a leopard tracksuit.
You could be anything and you chose ruiner of a marriage.
ruiner of marriage.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow it all goes back anyway. Because tomorrow
Right.
I go back to being married. They go
Right.
back to
Can
whatever.
you imagine your wife comes back to you and goes, I hooked up last night. Greg Stone.
This doesn't seem nice.
Holiday
Seems like very hurtful.
holiday card of your friend and their
nice.
significant
I'm
other.
getting
Okay.
the war helmet on for
I
this one.
know. We just went to war.
I like women like me sometimes.
I agree. I can
Yeah.
see you as a sexual man.
Oh yeah.
I could see you as an endeavor.
You know what it is too?
Climb Greg Mountain.
Great.
I get a
yeah. A lot of people on the bottom of that. A lot of people in line.
A lot of people are waiting for Tita to just.
Greg was very. Greg
Get
was
all
very
that
good
mac
with
and
women.
cheese. I know. I listen.
I'll defend Greg. Greg was great with women.
Yeah,
I
but got
never
much
said he
fatter
wasn't
since I was
bad
married.
with women. I didn't say he was bad with women.
Right.
I'm just the scenario of I've slept with the guy at the party, the one single guy.
Yeah.
The guy in the sunglasses?
Yeah. The
He
vape
kept
king?
talking about trying to kill a bear?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
His name was Hank Brickfoot. We all know he was Greg.
Every husband in that room is grabbing their wife, going, "Keep her away from the vape king. Keep him away. He's here to take our women." And I go,
Bucks
"I
means he's
am."
here to hunt.
And then they, and then they go, "But I accept." And then they push their, they throw their women to me.
I like
Somebody,
that.
they'll go, I'll take this for you. And they fuck Greg.
Holiday card of your friend and their significant other and family. So a holiday card from a friend with their whole family,
Yeah.
or a holiday card of your single friend and their dog.
I love that. I've never gotten one. I don't think I've ever gotten a
It's a-
single holiday card.
You've never
A
gotten
singles-
a holiday card?
No.
The
A
singles
singles
ones.
person holiday
Yes,
card.
well
I've never
they're
gotten.
now happening.
Really?
Where people are sending a holiday card where it's just them and their dog.
Yeah, I get those a
love
lot.
Have you seen these?
I
I'm gonna
love
look them up. Happy holidays from me and Rufus.
I just wish it was just them in their microwave. You know what I mean?
Right,
Them
you gotta
and more
go
of-
full sad.
You gotta
can't
go full
half
sad. Yeah.
To me, that's the problem. When
Yeah.
you're doing the holiday card with just your dog, we're led to believe you are faking happiness when you
Yes.
are upset with your life.
Yes.
You would rather a family be in that card.
100%.
You have to really play in.
Yeah.
You got to give us, like you said, the microwave. You know, what?
Here's a picture of a rug I want to buy
Right.
off Amazon but can't afford
A
yet.
picture of your rent. I pay rent. I can't afford to buy a home because I'm a single
They
person.
should have a blank space. I was looking to fill this year.
Right. Your face here. Yeah, I like that. That's
Your
the
face
fun
here is
single
great.
version.
Your face here is great. Your
Right.
face here is your face here, your body
Right here,
here.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas. This
your
is,
body
here's one.
here.
Does anyone like this person dug in a little bit more? I like this.
That's funny,
Merry
though.
Christmas from just me to yours.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. She didn't go sad enough. I mean,
I
line.
like the one in the corner who has a gun. And she's holding everybody up in the other squares.
All right, let's move on. We got sponsors, people. Listen, we want you to support the sponsors. If they can help you, then you help that. You know, this is all. Everyone's tugging each other off, right?
Yeah, it's a tug
You
fest.
either join the Patreon where you can get. It's a tug fest.
Right.
Little tug of war.
Tuggy wuggy.
Thinning hair is different for everyone. So a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth doesn't cut it. Nutrifil's 5 formulas are tailored to your hair's needs so you can achieve visibly thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair in 3 to 6 months. Take their hair wellness quiz today to find the formula that's right for you. My mom loves Nutrifil.
Oh, really?
And I get texts like I'm her drug dealer
Yeah.
because they send me free
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
So she's like, I need another bottle. And I'll get texts like that. And I'm like, I mean, it must be working or else she wouldn't be shaking me down every day to get this Nutrifil. And I do like that it's specific to you. Nutrifil's hair growth supplements are physician formulated using drug-free, high-quality ingredients. They're recommended by over 4,500 doctors and hairstylists nationwide. I wouldn't
Hairstylist.
Hairstylist. I wouldn't put those in the same.
Come on.
I'm gonna trust the doctor a little more than Nancy who does the hair. Anthony's mom.
I love my mother, but yeah, there's no way I'd ever go to her for medical advice.
Right. Well, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think the Koreans did 9/11. Oh, cool. Well,
Okay. Not gonna take your advice. Yeah. Okay. But listen, the doctors, 4,500 doctors, is better than Anthony's mom.
Yeah. Well. Nothing.
The woman who washes my hair with a lot of opinions on 9/11.
Yeah.
Said that Nutrifil works. It works, okay?
but goddamn, if she's right about Nutrifil, then I gotta re-look into 9/11.
Nutrifil is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement with over 1 million people seeing thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding. Start your hair growth journey today by taking Nutrifil's hair wellness quiz and get your personalized hair health plan today. For a limited time, Nutrifil is offering JTrain listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping at Nutrifil.com/quiz when you enter the promo code FEATHER. Take the quiz and get started on reaching your hair wellness goals with Nutrifil today. Nutrifil.com, spelled Nutrifil.com/quiz, promo code FEATHER. Nutrifil.com/quiz, promo code FEATHER. Here with Anthony and Greg, my co-hosts, for the first 2 weeks of the JTrain podcast. We did it.
That's perfect.
We're here. It was good, right?
Yeah, I was
Thank
laughing,
you.
too.
I appreciate it. No, the ads are going to be more fun. They're going to be. We're not doing them taped. This
Right.
is.
Yeah.
Right, we can talk about a little
Yeah, I
9/11
think
with the ad for the hair growth system. Why not? What are we talking about? That means you can't skip ahead.
Cannot.
Right? You do not skip these ads because they're part of the show now.
It is kind of fun. You're like, we always throw one big joke.
Right.
You know what
There's
I
going to be
mean?
a joke that's
You
going to
know
be
what?
referenced
Yeah,
later.
yeah.
I did that. Anthony came on the show. During an ad, he starts talking about Yao Ming's penis.
Oh,
right.
And I was like, and then we just brought. Men are back.
They're back.
But then we kept going back to Yao Ming's penis the whole episode. I'm like, if someone was like, fuck this ad,
All right.
like I've done, they're not wrong.
We're actually helping the sponsor.
Right.
Because they would either go back or have to listen to the whole thing because, they don't want to be in the dark.
This ad I need your help with because I think you guys are married men. This could help your marriage. Greg, you're on the precipice of a divorce, okay?
Always.
So it's easy. So it's easy to get stuck in a routine with your partner. You come home from work, you talk about your day, you make some mac and cheese with too much milk.
Right. I know how
You
to
watch
fix this.
TV, your son goes, "Come on, man!"
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Then I just show it to her.
Right. What?
That's how you get out of those. That's how you get out. We call it show
That's
it.
how good looking it
I
is.
just go show. See, I come home, right? And she's like, "What hard a day?" And I go, "Well, look who wants to say."
Wait, what? She says hard day.
She goes, "Hard day," and
You
I
go,
go,
guess what else?
Kate cut out AY on that, and ICK. Here we are. That's a lot of math.
I don't.
gotta do
I
this
am.
out.
My head
this out.
hurts trying. No,
Rewind.
keep it in. My head hurts trying to figure out what you meant. Take out.
So I come
Hard
home. She
day.
goes, "Hard day," and I go, "Get rid of AY and add ICK, and you got
Hard day.
And I show it.
And she
Okay.
just doesn't say anything and walks into the other room. Yeah.
And then your son, come on, man.
Yeah.
Spice things up. Okay, here's how you can spice things up other than
right.
Greg's plan. With Paired. Okay, it's called Paired. And get 2024 off to a great start. Paired is a relationship app for couples. Every day, you'll be asked a
works, too.
question that both you and your partner answer. From questions about family and love languages to favorite vacation spots and finances, there's always something new to talk about. See, I love this because you don't want to ask certain questions. Maybe you think you're beyond it.
Well, yeah, you don't ask
Do you know what I
questions
mean?
like, where were you last night? Why do you smell like a woman? Whose hair is this?
Right.
Janine. That's so funny. Paired for jealous people.
Right.
Paired for the insecure.
Paired jealous edition.
These are not my panties.
Well, this is just regular questions. I like the idea.
Sure.
Paired even has quizzes and games. Get into the nitty-gritty with quizzes like managing jealousy. It's in.
Perfect.
It's
Oh,
on
wow,
this.
okay.
Perfect.
Or learn how your partner sees you with the "How would you describe me" game. I don't want that.
God, no.
No. Okay.
Let's do a test run. How would you describe me?
A
See how much I
beautiful man, a lover, a provider, a mac and cheese maker.
That actually was pretty nice. I like that.
You're welcome.
What about you, asshole?
Why would you take him
'Cause
down?
I want him to see. I want him to really give it to me.
Yeah, give it to him.
I would say he lives so much longer than we thought.
Learn how your partner sees with the "How would you describe me" game. Every day brings something different. I like this because you get the chit chat going.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the thing. You guys go on stage. I watch your little bits. I go. Oh, I have an idea.
Right.
And then I would say, here's the idea. I got a note for you. And you guys go, okay, maybe the note works, but maybe it opens up a door in your brain that never would have been opened up before. That's what Paired is really doing,
Yes.
opening up a door in your brain. Whether you're just a few dates in or have been together a long time, it's time to lighten the mood and have fun with your partner by using Paired. Head to paired.com/JTrain to get a 7-day free trial and 25% off if you sign up for a subscription. So you're going to get a free trial, 25% off. That's free money if you sign up for a subscription. I would go just try it. Just head to paired.com/JTrain to sign up today. Beautiful. I like a resolution. Do you guys have a New Year's resolution?
Oh yeah.
What's your New Year's resolution?
You go first.
Mine are always embarrassing because, and I'll say this is an honest.
Yeah,
mine
this
are
is an honest
embarrassing.
podcast.
This is so embarrassing. Mine are not. They're never concrete. They're like it's the most.
Love more?
Yeah, it's the most. It's the most hippy dippy bullshit. I
Really?
am.
So
yeah.
do you say it at like it turns midnight and you go,
I tell no one.
Anthony, just give better hugs, like shit like that?
No, it's just I like.
Say last
It's more
year's.
conceptual.
What's last year's?
To be more present.
Oy.
I know.
Put the hat
I know.
on.
I know.
You can say,
yeah,
"Oy
yeah,
vey."
Right.
if you're gonna do
Men are not back.
men have left.
Right.
I think it's funny if you have an oy vey moment, you got to put the hat up.
Oh yeah.
But I know. No.
Oy vey.
Deal. Then the music comes.
Well, excuse me? I like
We've
to
seen the
offended
truck.
you. What?
But yeah, that
I think that's a funny thing.
Yeah.
What would be your honest, if you did Anthony's version of a resolution? Like, so yours was to be more present.
Yeah, I said that last year.
That is one of those things that's like, don't ever tell your wife that.
No.
You'd be unfuckable to the day you die.
Yeah. That's worse than the microwave metal bowl situation.
Right. What would your Anthony?
My Anthony one is hard because I already do all that. I live a life of pretty much,
This is the douchebag response to a Can you imagine
I'm
saying
a
your
present.
resolution out loud and someone going, "Oh yeah, I guess if you need to work on that." What a douchey response. You just opened up. You're like, "I'd like to be more present in my everyday life." Yeah, I guess that's something people don't really think about. I guess, yeah, Anthony is on his phone a lot. I'm more of a present person.
I need to be less present. I need to start thinking about the future, like paying my bills and thinking about where these kids are going to go to school. Well, I'm living in the moment. Can't handle that now, dog.
Well, that's the point of this new JTrain
Greg.
podcast. Lift you out of obscurity.
Right.
Greg lives vape to vape.
Vape to vape, bro.
Big Daddy Vape.
Yeah, like what is 40 months. Wow.
Forbes magazine did a
Wait, do you
poll.
have one?
Mine
Why-
is
yeah.
this podcast. This was the resolution.
Oh, okay.
To make this.
This is why you're successful.
That's right.
Because mine is what I said.
Yeah, yours is
and
some
Greg
bullshit
said what he said. And
shit that a crystals woman would do.
Yeah. No, my real
Greg
yeah,
is
a woman who
bumbling about
lives
vaping.
in Sedona named Heather.
I'm
That's who I am on the inside. It's appalling.
No, mine is. I want this podcast
Yeah.
to be a place that gets people to come to shows.
Yeah.
And honestly,
A vehicle
I
for
was
Greg
so
and me.
spread thin. A vehicle for Big Daddy Vapes.
Yeah.
To do his. Is that the secret handshake?
And Heather, who goes, I don't know, colloidal silver has the answer.
I love the present resolution because it's like actually like that is a nice resolution.
Sure.
Forbes polled people. Look at the top one. Look at the top one on Forbes poll. More time with loved ones is.
Can I say this? One of the lowest down the list is medicate regularly. That should not be a resolution.
My asthma's out of control, but God damn it, I gotta make more money.
I would like a six-pack. That is insane.
Or I can take my cholesterol medication. Yeah, it is crazy what people put. Improved
my
mental
God.
health went down from last year. People have decided that they've taken care of it.
Yeah.
Last year, that was the number one. It has gone down from last year. Improved fitness had a year off.
So funny. Those are all the people that tried mental health that went, I couldn't do it.
Right.
Just get hot. Just get hot.
Right. Learn a new skill.
Yeah. It's always vague. It's like, well, what? That could mean so many things. Do
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
There's so much
Learn how to
vaguer.
murder a bear.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Vape more.
Drink less alcohol is so far down the list. I think this
That's
tells
funny.
you the mentality of the country, to tell you the truth. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that number one is like, I gotta get hot, and the last one is less martinis so I don't come home a drunken mess for my family is so funny.
Yeah. It's
It
so
is
funny.
so funny what we concentrate
Yeah.
this time of year. Everyone's like, renewal, I gotta be better.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what do you want? And they're like, biceps that can crush through my shirt.
Trying to fuck more.
Right.
And then down the list is a guy who goes, I need to fix my marriage and the people around me by not being an alcoholic.
I guess New Year's resolutions are like a
fucked.
really like a not an honest conversation because look,
Yeah.
I found this video. This woman is telling you how to do your New Year's resolutions.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I want you to watch what this woman
I just
suggests we
went through and
do.
just completely mapped out my entire 2024. If you are a organizey, planning type of girly, or you want to become one,
Only
these
women
are
can.
a few things you need to know if you want to do this too.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah,
one,
right.
take advantage of December as your prep month. Don't
See,
make
I'm
it
already out.
fail.
I'm out.
The idea, pause it for 2 seconds. December is your prep month. That couldn't be farther away. You have already chased away. You have added judgment to me.
Yep.
When you're doing a video about, hey, here's some tips on how to plan your resolutions for the new year.
Which we probably aren't watching till at least mid-December.
Absolutely. To say December's prep month. It's like I'm watching this with 2 martinis in my hand. Like it's crazy.
I'm high on Christmas.
Yeah. It's like, I gotta put this down, join the gym.
This person, she seems like she's nice. I get like her business.
yeah.
Sure.
This is the problem with TikTok. Is like this is all a business play. Oh,
Yes.
I'm already in front of it. It's like nobody is planning December 1st for their January 1st. That is the whole point. You wake up January 1st and you go, I gotta fix this life.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
December is 29. January is your 30. You
Yep.
know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Yes.
in December, you're just like, I'm just gonna fuck it all up.
Right.
I think I did 4 shows in December. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
no, I'm the
I
s-
ate nothing but cookies.
Right.
And the whole year is built for December being the vacation.
Yes.
And then January, I'm like, I fucked it up so bad that I'm like, I gotta not drink anymore.
That is January is to fix December's doings.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? You go so far off in December that January brings you back, and now you're just your normal fuck-up self in February.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it
exactly.
is. That
100%.
should be, and I don't mind resolutions. I like resolutions. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
being more present. I like
Yeah.
that it's on your mind.
Totally.
I think if you do 7 days of your resolution, that it's 7 more days than you would have done
Sure.
if you didn't do a resolution at all. So I'm in on resolutions.
7 more days, you weren't a raging alcoholic.
You got one step closer to calling your kid back.
Right. Big Daddy Vapes takes a stroke. Now, hold on. Now,
get demonetized?
okay, let's go to now. I want you to watch this video. Does this motivate you? I'm gonna play this video. This video got sent to me after I watched the video that I just showed you. I want to see.
sorry.
Are you more or less motivated for the new year after watching this video?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready? And the dog.
Oh boy, these 2 dogs are gonna jump rope.
Can you believe this?
I almost don't.
I don't know who's more talented, the dogs that are doing the ropes
Yeah.
or the dog jumping. Like, this is crazy. Like, at this point, I saw this. It got sent to me after I
was
read the
incredible.
Forbes article, and I go, what am I even trying?
Yeah,
like, it's
right,
over.
yeah,
This
yeah.
dog can jump rope double Dutch better than I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, I think maybe when I was younger, I would have got
Could
inspired.
you do double Dutch?
No.
I
No,
could
no.
never.
I don't have
Never.
I have a weird. My jumping coordination isn't great.
How many times could you jump rope?
Ah, man, I want to say 4.
4.
Yeah, it's bad. Because I remember
Greg?
it was very embarrassing in school.
Yes.
You
Shit
wouldn't
stood
believe
out
this
to
about
me.
me, but I'm actually I used to be very athletic, and so I probably go all day.
Oh,
Except if I had height, so it hit me in the face. If they don't hit me in the face,
Yeah.
I'll go.
see, I think double Dutch is easier than doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Doing it yourself is very difficult.
Not really for me.
But it's always the most in shape people that can jump rope. You know, Ricky Velez, great jump rope,
I could see it.
great
Yeah,
jump
sure.
roper. But I think that's it's a skinny thing. Like,
And it's
I
a
think-
Yeah.
skill. You
it a skill?
You
You
gotta
gotta
work
work
at
at
it. You gotta work at it.
Did you have Skip It growing up? You ever
Love Skip
play
It.
Skip It? I love Skip It.
I saw the commercials. I don't think I ever played it though.
Never.
No, I don't think we had. Skip It was banned in our household.
Yes.
It feels like one of the. It feels like every now and again my family would do a thing, and it feels like Skip It felt under the umbrella of like, don't bring that in here.
Get that the fuck out of our house.
Yeah.
I was a rollerblader.
I remember the
all-
commercial.
Skip it.
Skip It.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
hop,
Wait,
hop,
wait,
hop,
what's
shoo,
the
hop,
commercial?
hop.
Play the. It is crazy. The ad people should get paid based on how many people remember their shit 30 years later.
Yes.
Oh, totally, man.
Right? Like, the fact that I remember Skip,
Yep.
Skip
play
it.
this song.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember the whole thing.
Skip it. Do hop, hop, hop.
You know who invented this? It was a prisoner in a cartoon. The ball and the
Hilarious. It did always resemble that.
It did. If you just wore that for Halloween, it'd be a good costume.
If you like it too much, your mom's like, he's not in for anything good, brother.
He's going
We're
to the big
sponsored.
house.
Okay, one last sponsor. Who we got? Lumi. Oh, this is great.
I love Lumi.
I love Lumi, and
You will too.
Yeah, let Greg
it's
take-
deodorant.
let Greg
It's
take
not.
this
It's
one.
deodorant. Listen, do you guys? What do you? I'll give you some Lumi. You can put it anywhere.
Oh, really? Oh,
Anywhere.
I love that.
Like on my feet?
It actually says that in the copy.
Yeah.
Let's start your New Year's off with an easy resolution: smelling better naked.
Wow.
Oh, great.
See, that's a good resolution. Lumi is the game-changing whole-body deodorant designed by an OBGYN to work not only on pits, but also feet, privates, and everywhere else we got odor.
Did anyone put it on their butt?
I put it on my butt.
Your butthole?
I do a little swoop around the anus.
Really?
It's great.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never done that. This is great news.
It's
I'm
for
gonna start doing
her.
this. Yeah.
My wife?
Yeah.
We got a better chance of my wife going to the moon than over there. You crazy?
You weren't trying to sound old, but you sounded old. I'm going to say.
At some point in this podcast, Greg aged like 45 years. I turned into like an old Italian guy
Right.
watering his sidewalk.
Hands out here.
Yeah.
And it's still,
Lumi is the game-changing whole-body deodorant designed by an OBGYN.
Can I
Works
say-
everywhere. Yeah, go ahead.
there's a subtlety and there's an expertise in the OBGYN, but also I don't love that it goes like, well, of course I mean, it's smelly there sometimes.
Oh, you
What?
mean your vagina?
That's what I got out of that.
Oh, I just think, no, it's just that OBJ1 made it. I got her off time. You know,
Do you think
kinda
she had like a tub with a bunch of like, ingredients that she was mixing up, and she was like, "This is my side hustle." I guess it is.
Yeah,
It does
It's a
make
side
sense
hustle.
that it would be a side hustle of an OBGYN. It
Yeah.
also could be a man. I know that we.
Oh,
just
true.
assumed-
Yeah, look at me thinking in a
Right.
box again.
That's right.
OBGYN, they'll say though, they are faced up with stuff a lot and going, it smells out here, I gotta fix this. So I do trust her.
That's
or
what
him.
I mean. That's why I
Listen.
think people are like,
think
there's
you're right.
All
validity
private parts smell.
Yeah, I'm
So,
not
like,
saying it's-
listen,
of course. I'm
you
not saying
ever
it's
gotten
wrong.
off a flight and smelled your balls?
there every time.
I don't ever.
Every time.
Yeah, well, I got to make sure. Yeah.
No matter where you use it, Lumi is clinically proven to block odor all day long, all thanks to its one-of-a-kind pH-optimized formula. Make the switch to Lumi, and this year will be all about head-to-toe confidence. I use Lumi. It works, and I will say, smells, and I use this word specifically, delicious.
Really?
Oh.
You have one in
There's
the
a
room?
toasted coconut.
Oh, man, I
like
love
Smell that?
I always.
I do.
Sniff up.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
a-
allergic, so it brings fear into my heart. But I like it.
It's pH balanced for use below the
coconuts.
belt, baking soda free, paraben free. It's even clinically proven to control odor for up to 72 hours, and I can attest to that. I am using Lumi. I have used it for the last year. It's great. Lumi Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi Starter Pack with code JTrain5 at Lumi Deodorant. LumiDeodorant.com. That's over 40% of your starter pack when you visit LumiDeodorant.com. Use code JTrain5. Okay, let's get to, that's LumiDeodorant.com, code JTrain, and the number 5. Okay, now,
Yeah.
Cool.
we're going to get to the rest of this episode. We're going to cut off here. So if you are listening and enjoying, and you want to enjoy the rest of the episode, go to Patreon.
Right.
Patreon.com/Jared Freid. $5 a month gets you 4 extra podcasts a month. So that's a pretty good deal. And we got to pay for Greg's vape habit. We got to pay for studio. It all goes back into the show in one way or the
does.
other.
And-
Not to Big Daddy Jared's pocket.
No.
We're
Right,
trying to
of course.
create an empire here where people are going to be watching from the parking lot across the street.
We gotta paint this wood. If anything.
The wood I didn't realize wasn't painted.
If
You're right.
anything, the Patreon money is gonna go to painting this wood.
Right. And we're going to do a luxury lounge about social media, luxury lounge, and then we're also going to do an email. We're going to give us some advice. And they're really soft launching a breakup.
I'm
So
gonna be a vegan in the new year. What?
I will give you $1 every day you're vegan.
That's really insulting.
Is that what? I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I
Make
think it's
it-
I'll
good.
give you $1. How much?
I would say $100.
A day?
100's too
I will
much.
probably
Meet in
make
the
it.
middle,
You
man.
You
think
gotta
I won't
give
make
me
it past
something.
2 days?
What?
You don't got $200?
Yeah, all right.
You're just-
Counterpoint,
you
Greg,
just-
man. That's pretty solid.
I'll just give you $200, man. Is this your way?
Dollars. Well, I want to lose weight. That's my real. Vegan is. No, I just want to not.
Wait a minute. I want to do one more segment before
Sorry,
we go
sorry,
to
sorry. My bad,
Patreon.
my bad.
Can we do
Yeah.
one more
Yeah,
segment
of
that I
course.
actually
We're
wanted
here.
to do?
I blocked off the whole day. I didn't know
okay,
how
good.
long I was going
Well,
to be here.
we got another episode to tape. We're doing next week's too.
2
So
hours?
Perfect.
we're gonna take a break.
Oh.
We'll take a break.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
get
take
some
a
food.
break.
or
Yeah, we'll get some
something.
food. You get yeah.
Yeah.
But I wanted to
Get
do
some
this
food.
thing.
Get some food or something for us.
I got you. $200 food. Okay, let's go to the psychic hotline.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
You're
boy.
doing the wig for that? Mm-hmm. Do we? Oh, you got it the ball?
I'm a fortune teller.
You got a name?
Jared is out of his
Psychic
fucking
hotline.
mind.
Yeah, no, I know that.
look into my
you got
magic
a name
ball.
for you
It'll
as
be
the
good.
psychic.
Oh, I'm
Ms. Glee. That's a real one.
Ms. JTrain.
Yikes.
Okay.
That's as far as you went with that.
Yeah.
Ms. J.
Yeah.
Well, next episode, you want to use your Rastafarian accent. We have some stuff on the
Oh,
docket.
good.
wait.
We gotta wait.
I'm just
We gotta wait. I mean,
sweet.
they gotta wait till next week or
Yeah,
sign up for
sure,
the Patreon.
sure.
Okay. I wanted to do a hotline where people could call in and ask Ms. JTrain and Anthony and Ms. Greg and Ms. Anthony
Yeah.
what
I
our
can't listen to
predictions
you
are
with this wig on. You look
for
crazy.
the new year. Does it look like a Karen?
You
It
look
was like
amazing.
it was supposed to be. It was actually a psychic. Yeah, it's got the look.
You look like something someone is going to post on the internet and go, "Is this what you think a woman is?"
Yeah.
And then there's like an entire thing I got to deal with on my feed now.
Right.
Why would they go to your feed?
Right.
I don't know.
Straight to
I just want
Greg.
everyone to be happy.
All right, here we go. Let's go to the calls.
It's the eyebrows.
Yep.
It's the eyebrows.
Yeah,
I should have gotten the dark, the brown-haired one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Okay. Well, listen.
Hey, Jared.
Oh, that's weird.
I love the show, and I think you're hot and sexy.
Whoa,
What do
thank
you
you.
think the alcohol trends are going to be in 2024?
Seems like the guy who did this
Bye,
voicemail
boo.
is the guy who looks like you right
What?
A lot of funny there.
Replay it one more time. Look,
now. That's all right.
this is a caller. They called in.
I
A
know.
woman, it sounds like.
Hey, Jared. I love the show, and I think you're hot and
She needs to
sexy.
stop smoking.
Harvey
What do you
Fires.
think the alcohol trends are going to be in 2024?
We keep missing their
Bye,
question.
boo.
She said
The
2024.
voice is so funny.
Okay, go ahead.
The alcohol trends are going to be in 2024.
Oh.
Okay, so what are the alcohol trends? Let me ask my trusty magic ball. What is the alcohol trends of 2024 going to be?
Please
Ms.
say
Greg,
Bud
Ms. Anthony, do you guys have any predictions? Do you feel anything coming off of the psychic ball?
Bud Light Lime is back in the winter.
Whoa,
Yep.
Blimes.
Yep, because you want to feel the summertime in the deep cold. Go
I'm
inside,
on
chill
board
out.
for this because I am one to drink a coffee with no lid. Usually, not today. But I do that because I want to imagine I'm at a barbecue.
Yes.
So I understand the idea of having summertime cocktails in the wintertime.
Tricks the mind a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It takes you to a place. I do
Totally.
like that. I think it's a good thing. I'm going to order Blimes, and I do think that if I ordered a Bud Light Lime, people go, in January? What? What's going on?
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I like that. What do you feel off the magic? What do you do? Do the sort? Do you feel anything? Do you feel the spirits?
Talk to me, spirit. Talk to me, spirit. Me on thinks. Me on thinks it's gonna be White Claw bars.
White Claw bars.
White Claw chocolate bars.
Chocolate bars. Edible White Claw.
That's what the Galactics are telling me.
The Galactics told you.
Yeah, the Galactics.
Okay. Okay, good. I feel.
It's good to know that we'll both be canceled for this episode.
Right.
We're both
Yeah.
burned.
I can't
Do
even.
my part.
I'm not gonna be able to air the second episode. I'm gonna have to come back. Hey, we're gonna go over Zoom
Oh, I'm
because.
sorry, the one psychic I know was also a fake Jamaican woman.
Listen, I'm gonna
So you
say
can't knock
Italian.
me.
I'm gonna be on board with Italian and Jamaican accents are the two that are left
Yeah.
that you can do for fun. Right? How could
hope.
we?
I hope.
I hope. Right? We don't know.
We
We'll
hope.
find out.
The
in
rest
new
you can
year.
do, you just have to do them in your car. You know, when
On your own time.
Yeah, you know.
No, because we're gonna do next week. We have a rapper that's gotten big. We're gonna let's preview it next week.
Yeah.
I gotta show you.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my prediction
Yeah,
for
I'll see that
2024 alcohol trends. We're gonna shots and mushrooms are gonna be big. So people are gonna go to bars. I went on a date with a girl. I was on a date with her, dressed like this.
Nice.
And she kept saying, I go, do you want a drink? And she goes, I'm going to have a mocktail because I love mushrooms. And I was like, what?
I mean, she's going to take mushrooms?
She was like, I am into mushrooms, so I don't drink alcohol anymore. It's no calories. It gives me the same high as alcohol, and I don't get a hangover. And I've been hearing this more and more this year as something people are like starting to like, you know, when people, you could tell like they don't want to be shamed for it, but they're like kind of testing the waters of how people feel about it.
Yes.
That's kind of how it feels with mushrooms. So I think people are going to go to bars, do a couple mushrooms. I think this will become a thing. People have mushrooms and then they will go to a bar and have like a single shot and then just chill.
Be even. Yeah, man, I've been doing this for years. I don't do mushrooms, but what I like to do is I'll just get high as fuck, go to a bar, get a Coke, and everyone's like, he's drunk, drum and Coke. I'm like, no, man, I'm just high. I like being high. I prefer to be high over being drunk.
Let's go to the next call.
My interesting thing at that though is mushrooms. It seems like they don't give you the same high as drunk. You know what I mean?
Well, I didn't know. I know that mushrooms are like getting bigger. I've never done them.
Yeah.
But
I've also never done them.
We should do an episode where we do mushrooms.
Shroom
That is
episode.
The three of us.
That is a really
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. It's a fair idea. Tune into the JTrain Podcast. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube. Let's go to our caller.
Gala.
Hey, Jared.
Trucker.
Love the show.
What do you see as a social media trend in 2024?
It's trucker.
Yeah, she's out on the road.
The audience is diverse. Let me go to my magic ball, and you guys tell me whether you agree or disagree with what I
Right.
see.
Please.
Okay. I see that dinks couples will become increasingly annoying online.
What are dinks couples?
Dual income, no kids. So I think what I feel from the ball is that these dual income, no kids people will become increasingly annoying because they'll want to brag and let us know. And just calling yourself dual income, it's an immediate like, we got dough. It's a brag without having to like say what you're bragging about.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to hear more from them on social media, and they're going to get increasingly annoying and a group that we all hate in common.
And you got to comment on those people. You got to go, what's up, dude? You don't make enough money to support your family?
Bitch.
Right?
Men are back.
Men are back. Men are
All
back.
right. So I guess we're a dink couple.
You and me?
No.
Oh, right. You and Julia.
Yeah, but man, that's sad.
It's a thing.
That would be a thing that people are like, look how much money we have.
Well, it's going to be like, look at how much we travel. It's all like bragging without bragging. Like they don't want to like let people know, like, I think you having kids was a big fucking mistake.
Oh, I see.
So it's their way of like glorifying
Sure.
it. And I think they're just going to become increasingly annoying.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess my wife and I are a DIDM. Dual income drowning mercilessly.
Did him.
Did them, yeah.
I think that's a good response video
Yeah.
for when these people get out of control. Let's do one more. Let me go to my magic ball. Oh, no, I'll hear the call.
Pretend it comes from the ball. That's
Hey,
fun.
Jared,
Yes.
I was just wondering, what big food trends do you see coming in 2024?
Okay, let me go to my magic ball.
Seems like the guy who did this gave up by that one.
That was actually the first one.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Sort of got more comfortable as it went along.
Okay. I think pigs in a blanket will be at fancy restaurants everywhere.
Wow.
Pigs in a blanket will be on menus everywhere in the same way burrata entered into menus and were everywhere 5 years ago. What say you?
I will add that I agree.
High-end pigs in a blanket.
I agree, but that means it's going to be no longer pigs in blanket. We're going to have all types of different things in blankets.
Ooh.
Blankets are going to be different. Now we're wrapping things in. Now we're back to a bacon-wrapped filet mignon.
Wow. We predicted the future. I love that.
Men are back.
Men are back.
Men
Well,
are
this is part of the
back.
Men Are Back 2024. Because pigs in a blanket on a
Should women
menu.
be allowed to read? Sorry, I just doing another thing.
Men are back.
Join us on Patreon. We're going to get some emails in. Let's go.